itself. We have not yet changed the Labour Party enough for people to feel able to go out and trust it with their children's futures. And this former MP for Hartlepool says the party now has to move further away from the Jeremy Corbyn era.
He casts a long shadow still over the Labour Party, and until we have made it absolutely irrevocably clear that we have changed, that we have moved on, that we are not that sort of Labour Party.
This is the first time I've filmed the telly in my life.
Absolutely respectable,
Siobhan Ed's own personal goggle box.
For New Labour are going to forgive us and are going to come back to us.
So, well, we'll just listen a minute.
Before too long, but some senior figures in this party say that it is he himself who has to change. They tell us they think his message has been too bland, too vanilla, and yes, too boring. And some are urging him, and I quote,
Keir Starmer's too vanilla, eh? That's not the word I would use to describe him, but...
I do think that the Labour Party failed
Come on, Laura, say something.
Communicate effectively in the last year about what we actually believe in, and that, you know, of course, is with the leadership of the Labour Party.
He said he wanted to make the moral case for socialism. He wanted a united party. Unfortunately, he's failed in all of those areas.
Labour's challenge at the ballot box clearly can't be solved by new leadership alone. It's likely there will now be a clearer sense of direction. But in the process, divisions will become clearer too. Ian Watson, BBC News.
Our chief political correspondent Adam Fleming is at Westminster. Adam, how much of all of this is about Brexit?
Afternoon to you, Jane. Yes, Brexit did play a part in this because as we've been hearing...
Right, we're leaving that now because I'm not interested in Brexit. Turn this shit off.
Back to the Labour Party, where they may have been historically, but it was also pledges by the
So yeah, so we need to cure the damage that Jeremy Corbyn's done to the party. Voters aren't going to trust us again. Nobody really knows what the Labour Party stands for, apparently. But like 2 years ago, we knew exactly what the Labour Party stood for, and we still lost. So I hate party politics now. I don't know, like, I could always put up a good argument, always put up a good fight, you know, if people want to get into a debate or a discussion with me. Whereas now, if someone wanted to get into a debate or a discussion with me, I'd just sort of look away and look out the window, look forlorn, morose. I don't even know why I'm watching this shit. I could be watching, like, I don't know, Homes Under the Hammer, or Heir Hunters. That was a good programme, wasn't it? Heir Hunters. Did you ever see that? Like, I'd love to be an heir hunter, me. So, I don't know if you know what Heir Hunters is, but it's a programme where, so say your great uncle Bulgaria dies of a terrible disease like AIDS and cancer. And he doesn't have any relatives that he knows about, He doesn't have any relatives that he knows about. I'll sit up so I can talk better. He doesn't have any relatives that he knows about, does great uncle Bulgaria. And so he's got this estate, right? He's got this massive estate and it's worth £2 million. But he's got no children, you know, he's lived a very reclusive life. In his massive mansion. He's had servants, but he kept them all at arm's length. He didn't make a will, right? Now, great uncle Bulgaria is your uncle, right? And the heir hunters have to find you and tell you, do you know your great uncle Bulgaria? So, phone call one day, and you're like, oh, it's an 020 number. Should I answer it? Oh, well. I'll answer it this time, because sometimes you don't, do you? Like, see an 020 number and you know, you're not from London, you think, shall I answer it? And sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. 020 number. Oh, hello, this is Meredith from Heir Hunters. It's about your great uncle Bulgaria. And you say, oh, him out of the Wombles. And they say, no, you had a great uncle whose first name was Bulgaria. Bulgaria Smith. And you're like, oh, like my last name's Smith. And they say, oh, well, you've actually inherited his estate. It's 2 million minus our fee, which is like, I don't know, I think it's 10%. Then you've got 2 million quid and you haven't even done anything. Like, what even is capitalism? Like, I don't know.